This man was stabbed to death on the streets of Birmingham whilst trying to protect his son from being killed by a group of 4 gang members. Kelvin Ward, 50, was ambushed as he left the drive-thru with his 19-year-old son, who the gang had been trying to kill on April 18, 2023. Tyrone Hollywood, 17, Leighton Williams, 28, Rashawn Williams-Reed, 17, and Aaron Kurtz, 17, were in a stolen Ford Cougar just before 8 p.m. They spotted Mr. Ward getting into a Vauxhall Corsa driven by his son at KFC on Chester Road in Castle Bromwich, West Mids. Hollywood drove the Cougar into the KFC car park and rammed Mr. Ward's car. Mr. Ward's son drove away with his father, but the car was repeatedly struck until its airbags were let off and it was forced to stop. Mr. Ward's son fled as the gang from the Cougar shouted, "Get him now, keep chasing, kill him, everyone kill him." Shocking footage shows the masked thugs chasing Mr. Ward's son across the street with huge blades. He was chased by Hollywood along with Williams and Williams-Reed, but managed to escape with the help of a man on an e-bike. Mr. Ward jumped into the gang's Cougar and drove in the direction which his son had run off him. He drove the vehicle at Hollywood but missed and crashed into railings. Hollywood was handed a machete or zombie knife by Kurtz. Hollywood and Leighton Williams were then caught on CCTV stabbing Mr. Ward. He suffered a fatal wound to the heart, and Hollywood struck Mr. Ward again as he lay dying in the road. West Midlands Police launched a huge manhunt and identified the gang through witness statements, CCTV, clothing, DNA, fingerprint evidence, and mobile phone usage. Detectives revealed that Mr. Ward's son had been friends with some of the attackers, but they had fallen out. Mr. Ward's family home had also been attacked just days before the killing. At Coventry Crown Court last November, Hollywood was convicted of murder alongside Williams of Birmingham. Kurtz, now 18, of Shard End, and Williams-Reed, also 18, were both cleared of murder, but were found guilty of manslaughter. All 4 were found guilty of conspiracy to murder Mr. Ward's son. Williams was sentenced to life and ordered to serve at least 29 years. Hollywood was sentenced to life and ordered to serve a minimum of 19 years. Kurtz was jailed for 21 years for manslaughter and conspiracy to murder. Williams-Reed was jailed for 13.5 years for conspiracy to murder. In an emotional tribute, Mr. Ward's family called him a loving partner, father, son, brother, and friend to many. Mr. Ward's partner Tammy said, "Kelvin was the love of my life. He was a fantastic partner, father, son, brother, and good friend to many. He always put himself out for other people, and if anyone needed a job doing or a shoulder to cry on, he'd be there. He was very unique, and there was never a dull moment when he was around. He was funny, the life and soul of the party. He worked hard to provide for his family. He had so much more to live for and loved life. We didn't even get to say goodbye. Instead, we got to watch videos of his last moments, which was horrific. To see the man I loved stabbed by savage people, then left to die like roadkill, dumped on a road is disgraceful, and no one should have to go through that. The measure of how good a man is by how many people turned up at his funeral," she said. There was estimated to be 500 people, and Kelvin had a special connection with each one who attended. The church was so full that people stood outside. Knife crime is a huge problem in the UK. We hear about it every day. The levels of violence are increasing, and this is why we need longer sentences on those caught with knives or machetes. It's our news today and could be yours tomorrow. We need to send a message to the young people that life is not a computer game.